To parts of Ontario today, cold enough that we're seeing a transition into snow around Cochrane. Could be 10 to 20 centimeters. Timmins, a bit of a rain-snow mix for you. You've even seen patchy freezing rain this morning, but the steady rain showers will continue, bringing an additional 20 to 40 millimeters on the high end. That's the north. As we look to the south, including cottage country, through this midday, we're going to see rain showers, even hitting Toronto over towards Kingston and Ottawa too. And for the Kingston and Ottawa area, that will be for your commute home.
Welcome to the brief, and we've been talking about how you can kind of save the environment this week. Of course, it is Earth Action Week. Yesterday was Earth Day, and today we're talking about how you can reduce your plastics use.
Right.
Take a look at this next story.
You know, plastics, I think, are pretty much public enemy number one.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%. Plastic straws, they're a big no-no right now. And you almost feel guilty if you're using one. You're like, ooh, the
Well, they don't
straw's
have them at
plastic.
restaurants anymore.
Some do.
That I've been. Oh, really?
Yeah, I was just at a restaurant. I'm not going to, throw you under the bus there. But yeah, and I was surprised.
Straws.
I was like, ooh, straw's plastic.
Okay.
I use, reusable water bottles.
Good for you.
That's how I save.
That's a good idea for sure.
Bring your bags to your grocery store.
Yeah, I try and do that too. Try to have it in the trunk of my car. Otherwise, I forget.
Yeah, or
so
the big
always
bins.
have them there.
You have the big bins. That helps too. Chris, what about you? What do you do?
All of the above, and still got to do a lot more as well. You know, you can connect with us and let us know how you are doing too.
We have heavy rain hitting parts of Nova Scotia still through today, an additional 20 to 40 millimeters for the South Shore. Through the Bay of Fundy and up through central New Brunswick, a general 15 to 30 millimeters of rain. And while, yes, Newfoundland, you're seeing rain, you're also getting cold enough that through the evening and overnight hours, it is transitioning to freezing rain. Port-aux-Basque, the Avalon, Clarenville. We've got freezing rain steady through tonight into tomorrow morning. And Gander, yes, and central parts of Newfoundland, cold enough that you'll see quite a bit of snow through tomorrow.
Good morning and welcome to the brief. Chris, Nicole, and Emily with you. And guys, flooding is certainly a huge concern through much of eastern Canada. Here's Nathan Coleman with the situation that's happening through parts of the Maritimes.
There you are. Not quite as severe as last year, but obviously still a lot of inundation. Roads that are closed for a reason, so you want to make sure you obey those signs. Now, Nicole, we look ahead here, and St. John, New Brunswick, which is further downriver, hasn't reached the peak yet.
No, we're taking you across the country to show you the top weather stories. We're starting off in Ontario towards the east, Chris, because rounds of moisture moving in and wintry at times for Newfoundland.
Yes, in fact, we're going to be talking about freezing rain, ice pellets, and snow. Across the Maritimes, it's primarily rain, except northern New Brunswick, which could get into some freezing rain tonight. So the heaviest amounts of rain, not for the swollen St. John River Basin, but certainly down towards Nova Scotia, where we still have some rainfall advisories issued for today.
And as temperatures fall in Newfoundland through this evening and overnight, a swath of freezing rain.
Yes.
Clarenville, St. John, could be 8 to 10 hours of freezing rain. So through tomorrow, very slick, tricky travel there.
North of there, it'll be mainly snow. Now into Ontario, we've had the freezing rain and the rain in northeastern Ontario. Southern Ontario, a few showers today, even an isolated thunderstorm. And then you clear out tomorrow and you will be slightly cooler behind the cold front, as that will then bring more rain and for places like Gaspé, snow into Quebec.
Absolutely. So as we take a look at how much rain is going to fall, the heaviest still in the north. This has been ongoing since yesterday. Around Timmins and areas around Chapleau, heavy rain. Cochrane, snow through today, Chris. But yeah, there's the greater Toronto area as that rain starts midday. General 5 millimeters. Towards the east, a little heavier.
Up towards, say, Val d'Or, Quebec, freezing rain for you. And storm surge this morning around Quebec City and surrounding areas. So watch for perhaps some minor coastal flooding. Temperatures warming up in the eastern prairies today. Lots of sunshine, near 20 degrees, but a significant change is coming, especially for Alberta. And this is late week, as counterclockwise circulation around our low pressure system in the U.S. will provide enough lift for upsloping snows east of the Rockies. A bit of the uncertainty, Nicole, is how much of an impact that will have away from the Rockies, but Calgary's going to feel the pinch.
Yeah, right now we're looking at Friday for the potential of the rain-snow mix or snow at times, but definitely the trend is showing that temperatures are cooling down. We know that for sure in your long range.
Time now for your share your weather.
In Ontario, Chris, in the Kawartha area, the Peterborough area, on alert for flooding there. The Burnt River,
very bad
flooding in that community.
Absolutely, and then take you to Laval, and we can see the swollen waterways there too. In Campbellton, New Brunswick, we had the ice jams, and then Fredericton, and we'll get more updates from Nathan Coleman too.
So certainly the ugly side of spring. The big picture here across the country, daytime highs tell the story. We've got Ottawa sitting at about 16 degrees. We are seeing showers later in the evening, rain showers for Atlantic Canada. But off towards the west, we have dry conditions. Saskatoon, 20 degrees. And in and around the Saskatoon area near Bigger, a state of emergency has been declared due to smoke as well as poor air quality because of a grass fire. Now, we are going to continue to see some strong winds across the prairies and generally dry weather. Winds will start to pick up tomorrow, particularly around Edmonton, with gusts up to 63 kilometers an hour. And overall, it has been dry through parts of the prairie provinces over the past while. Not so dry in Ontario, where we're seeing soggy weather continue in the north. Southern Ontario seeing showers through today, including the Greater Toronto area. Kingston towards Ottawa, you'll see those showers as we head into the evening commute. The rainfall isn't a huge amount in the Greater Toronto area east. It's a general 5 to 10 millimeters, but continuing to see the soggy weather in the north. And hey, with the cold front swinging through, if we do see thunderstorms, you could see some pockets of heavier rain anywhere we've colored in yellow here. And speaking of rain, it is ongoing through Atlantic Canada. Steady heavy rain showers through Nova Scotia, New Brunswick getting rain today, and wintry weather through parts of Newfoundland as well. We'll have more details on when it all comes to an end, or if it does, in your long range forecast.